Cheers! Welcome to MovieBitches.
I apologize in advance.
I won't do it the whole episode. Episode 234. Tonight we're reviewing Downton Abbey. Okay, I'll stop. Oh, she's really sipping that tea.
I feel like we need to put the saucers down. Maybe? Is that okay? It's
I think that'll help a lot.
It's a collective.
And I might just kind of,
we're just gonna really. That's improper.
It is. I could never be royal.
Oh no, I would hate that.
We'll never be royal. Anyway, sorry.
So many impressions are coming
it's
out.
Just coming out
of this episode.
I'm coming. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't know what's happening.
I'm not sure. You've had too much caffeine and brandy. Don't start singing Brandy.
No.
The good wife you would be. But you definitely thought I was talking about, like, Brandy.
I definitely did. We decided to review Downton Abbey because I got dragged to it with friends.
I thought you were going to say you got drunk at it, which is also
That is also accurate. I was not sober, but I fully enjoyed it. Perhaps because of that, I'll never know.
As you know, if you watch the trailer reaction, Andrew hasn't seen an episode.
Nope.
I have watched them all.
I've seen 2 now.
That is true. You've seen the extended episode.
Yeah.
I've seen every episode, although apparently I did forget some things.
Yes. You forgot that the gay kiss in the first episode,
It
Avaryl.
already happened. I mean, I've never rewatched an episode of Downton Abbey. And I started it, when did that show come out?
A long time ago,
A long time ago. So my apologies. I forgot about the original gay kiss.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it.
Sure.
I was excited.
Sure.
About.
I will say, maybe because it was the bottle of wine, but I definitely, shout out to our wine sponsor, Winks, trying.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off your first month of wine.
Oh, and subscribe. Yes. And tell all your friends and hit the thumbs up and comment. Did you like the Downton Abbey movie?
Yeah.
Did you remember the gay kiss that I forgot?
Did you also get drunk while watching? But so I did get very emotional when he got arrested. Spoiler alert, we're jumping ahead, but
we'll talk. I had a series of emotions about it. Yeah. Good and bad.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we'll get it. I can't. We're getting ahead of ourselves. But
first of all, spoiler alert, nothing happens in this movie, but,
Will Lady Edith's dress arrive on time?
No. I will say this.
Yeah.
So someone commented on the trailer reaction. They were like, just saw it. The best thing was Maggie Smith.
Obviously, that's always the best.
The costumes.
Yes.
And the gays. And I was like, yes, that was accurate.
All of those things are accurate. I would add Lady Mary because I love her.
Who's that one?
The sister with the fabulous Louise Brooks
haircut. Sure.
The oldest sister.
Yes. Yeah. She was great, but also I was going to say...
Matthew Good. We'll get into it.
For like a minute?
I know, we'll get into it. I'm upset.
No, I confused, my friends yelled at me because we got into a very big fight where I was like, Imelda Staunton, because she is in this movie.
She is, but she's not Penelope. You thought she was Isabel.
I thought she was Penelope.
No, it's Penelope Winton.
Yes.
Isabel.
Yes, but then they're both in the new Pride and Prejudice, not this one. Or something. Anyway, so I just kept getting confused because I kept seeing her name. Yeah. And I just flip-flopped them.
Flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Imelda Staunton, not in the show.
Right.
We've never seen
her before. She was new in this,
new character.
Yes.
She, in real life, married to Jim Carter, Mr. Carson.
Oh.
The butler that comes back.
Yeah. Interesting.
I also forgot that he had retired at the end of the season.
I will say the movie did a good job of catching me up. Oh, he was retired? Great. Got it.
Cool. Oh, cool. Great.
Yeah. Surreptitiously bring him back.
Yeah, we need a reason. Everything in this movie was convenient.
Yes. Yes.
What would the fans like? Let's make it happen.
Yes. I will say missed opportunities.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Imelda Staunton to be lovers with her maid. Not mother-daughter. Spoiler alert.
I know, yeah, right? I also thought that, but it didn't happen.
No.
But I would have been.
But I was like, ooh, yes, ooh, but no.
But if you do have any questions, I can do my best to answer them.
I don't think I really do.
Great.
It seemed I don't know who some of the people were.
Sure.
But I don't really care.
Sure.
It didn't hinder my ability to appreciate and enjoy the movie.
Yes. So it starts, I did love that the first 5 minutes is like the post, letter writing, sealing envelopes.
I felt like it was in a Nicholas Sparks movie.
It was so good.
Dear John.
Right? I mean, but there was no voiceover. There was no exposition.
Nope.
No
It's
furthering
just
of
watching
anything.
it.
And watch the train, and now the letter is going here, and now the delivery mail, the motorcycle, and then it gets given to the...
Oh, this is an important one.
Gets given to the footman. Blimey. You know, and then it goes to Tommy. I mean, it was like, this is absurd.
It definitely was.
And I love it.
Yes.
Every second of it.
But yes, I mean, the general premise is that the king and queen are coming to visit Downton Abbey and stay for the night. I mean, it was all very silly of just like, oh, well, the king will be bringing his own people. None of you are needed. And it's like, oh, just watch us.
They were assholes. The king's people.
The king's people were assholes.
Full assholes.
Full assholes.
Yeah.
As you would expect them to be.
Yeah.
I guess, and that it's like, well, they're the king's people. Of course they're pompous. You know, big city folk kind of idea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, and Downton has always done this thing where, like, there's no real consequence.
For
Really?
drugging the king's...
Yeah, like, often there'll be, like, Downton lives in this bubble where it's a perfect harmony of upstairs, downstairs, and it's a fantasy. Let's all, like,
Right.
they kept having to have added all those conversations with Mary being like, should we give it all up?
Right.
Should we just say goodbye to Downton? No, it's the heart of the community. You know what I mean? They had to keep being like, we need to keep making these, even though it's 1927.
Right,
like,
and like big manners don't really exist anymore.
We got it just like it's for the people love it, yeah. The same sort of conversation of like, should we keep the royal family going?
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's basically the same conversation. We pay their tax, like, you know.
Well, we don't do anything.
I mean, we don't, but like, it's the same conversation on
Sure.
a smaller scale.
Sure, yes, on a much smaller scale, yeah. Well, it's interesting. I mean, I remember reading a whole article about how, like, all of these big manors of England are basically, a lot of them are run down.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
It's an interesting dilemma. No one really has the money to do it.
Right. The show started in 1912.
I have no idea.
No,
Oh, okay, great.
in the first episode, they talk about the Titanic sinking.
Oh.
So it started in
wait, didn't they bring that up? Maybe that was in something else.
They
that I
brought
watched.
up the World War I when they had their...
You know what it was?
What?
It was the red nose with Jennifer Saunders and everything that someone sent us. And they're like, oh!
The Titanic is sunk? Can it possibly be true? I never imagined such a thing in these period drama times, around the time of the Titanic.
So 1912 to 1927, how many years is that?
15.
It's just funny, like, the show, like, years will pass. Like, and if you don't catch it, you'll be like, wait, I'm sorry, what happened? Who's that? What? It's a year has gone by? Because they really wanted to get to the 20s.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the costumes?
Loved them.
Oh my God. The velvet.
Oh my god.
So much velvet.
Oh, the Art Deco, flappery.
the hats.
Oh, the
Oh my
the
God.
hats.
The hats. I mean.
The hats. If this doesn't get nominated for an Oscar for costumes, I'll be pissed. Just for the hats alone.
For the hats. Oh my gosh. I just wanted all of it. I wanted all the
Of course,
outfits.
yes.
They were so freaking fabulous.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the 20s in a lot of ways is your aesthetic.
Yeah. And I do love that they still couldn't find anything for Lady Edith to do again.
Who's she?
So she's the younger sister.
Oh.
Will her dress arrive on time?
Right.
Oh, heavens!
Yeah, she wasn't really in much of it.
Yeah, so, no, her character is terrible and no one likes her. It was funny to me that, like, on the show, they could never figure out, so there was a third sister, Sybil.
Right, who
was
off.
married, she died.
Oh.
Spoiler alert for the show. She was married to Branson, the Irish guy.
Yes, that was where he went from downstairs to upstairs.
Exactly. And so she was sort of the upstart, I'm gonna wear pants and, you know, she
right,
was...
they mentioned that, she's gonna drive her own car?
What? She was fabulous. Sybil was the best. But then she left the show to do Winter's Tale.
Choices.
Oh, it makes me really sad because
Yeah.
it really...
Why did she have to leave the show to do that?
Filming, there was or maybe it was like that was the catalyst and she thought that would lead to more work. So she was like, I'm cool, like my contract's up,
off.
like let me go.
Oh God.
I mean that episode when she died, it was a lot. So she was like the rebel and Mary was like, I have to be the one that's in charge and whatever.
Yes.
And Edith was like, she's there.
Interesting, I got that.
I just love that they've continued the theme.
But she's the one that's married to Matthew Good.
No, that's Mary. She's fab.
Oh, she is. That's right. But he was away racing. He's a racer.
So Matthew Good not available for filming. Apparently he was doing Discovery of Witches. Not sure. They kept being like, oh no, he's in America. He's busy. And then he literally shows up in the last 15 minutes of the movie.
If even.
If, like, drives up in his car right after the royals leave, after the plot has ended.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm here. Runs up the stairs. I'm fabulous. I'm here. I mean, I was excited he was there.
Sure.
I love Matthew Good. When they finally got together on the show, the turmoil that Mary had to go through. Oh my God. Guys. She went through a lot of duds. So Isabel, who's the Penelope.
Penelope is Isabel.
Yes.
Yes. Loved her.
So she is Matthew Crawley's mom, who Mary was married to before he left the show to get written off. And he's the guy from Beauty and the Beast.
Hold on, you lost me.
So you never met him. He died.
Oh, Matthew Crawley.
Matthew
Not
Crawley.
Matthew Good.
Not
I'm sorry.
Matthew Good.
Okay.
Not Matthew Good.
Okay.
His character name, Matthew Crawley.
Gotcha.
He and Mary, I mean, dear God, I think it took 4 seasons for them to finally kiss. Jesus fucking Christ. They finally get together, and that's going to seal the estate and the inheritance and everything. It worked out. And then he wanted to leave the show. So they killed him off, too.
Wow.
It was a bummer.
How did he die?
In a car accident.
Oof.
And then it was drama.
And then she married a race car driver.
It was high drama. She was like, I can't do it. How am I going to do it? And then she figured it out because there's Matthew Good. So anyway.
I really would watch just a whole movie or a show even of just Maggie Smith and Penelope.
Yeah.
Just being sassy little bitches.
You're not alone in that opinion. That was
my favorite part. I mean, I cackled out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was pretty fun. So we went to go see it at 10 p.m. Turns out the audience for Downton Abbey already asleep.
Oh yeah. My mom went to see it at 10:30 a.m. on a Sunday. Packed.
I love it. Yeah, my theater was empty aside from a girl seeing it on her own behind us.
Power to you.
There were a few.
Was she?
We really melded halfway through. I was drunk, so at a certain point I just go back. I like you.
You get it.
She gets it.
You want to come join us?
Right, and then there were people behind her that I don't think enjoyed me as much, but it was all fun. We were all in it together. We knew what was up. It was the costumes and the sassy ladies.
That was like every episode. You'd be like,
Love it.
Where's Maggie Smith?
Love it.
Where the fuck is she?
Yeah, loved it.
Where's Penelope to, just be her sounding board?
Yes. Oh my God. Loved it. So I do actually have a question for you. The couple where she's like, I don't know if I want to get married. And then she like is...
Oh, Daisy?
Yeah, and then she's into the hot plumber. Why couldn't that
hot
happen?
plumber was hot.
Right?
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. Oh, that didn't make any sense. I mean, Daisy is so fucking annoying.
Because I was like, are we supposed to care about the relationship? Because it seems like it's flawed and like it's not supposed to happen.
I definitely forgot they were together. And
Okay.
I think she was with the previous footman, Alfred, who was like a tall redhead. Am I wrong? I feel like that was a thing. But she was also married to a guy kind of out of pity / he was going away to World War I.
Wow, okay.
Or they were gonna get married, but they didn't, because again, she was like, I'm Daisy. And he died, and there was a whole thing with her inheriting his, oh God, some of the show is a lot. So
yeah, I was like, I don't care about your relationship.
I didn't care at all. The movie did a very poor job of making me care.
I thought I was supposed to not care and be like, yes, you get with that hot plumber.
Yeah, go make out with that hot plumber. Yeah, I'll go take you to the boiler. I was like, yes.
Take him to
go
the
make
boiler.
out in the boiler.
Yes.
It's not that show.
I know.
But
it's not Grey's Anatomy.
It's not Grey's Anatomy. No, it's not. It's not. I mean, would I be into a Grey's Anatomy style upstairs, downstairs? Fuck yeah.
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 I mean, not so much like the staff and the upstairs.
No, like the staff are all fucking.
The staff are all fucking because there isn't like a weird dynamic of it's my boss /
Maybe it's not like at a household like that. I mean,
like a hotel.
Yes.
Like a fancy like
1920s hotel.
A really high end. Yes.
Yes, like the Plaza.
And they're all fucking.
Or like in LA, like the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
Yes.
But like instead of a horror movie where like, or you like a weird.
Yeah, it's like the Coconut Grove. It's like,
yes.
It's great. Yes. And they're all fucking.
Yes.
And then there's some.
But also maybe sometimes they fuck like a movie star or something and it's like, oh, a big hot, hot goss.
Clark Gable showed up.
Right? Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Fully here for
like,
this.
I would definitely. Would I watch? Yes, I would definitely watch that show. Yeah. I also had a real problem with the conclusion of their storyline. So she's like, "Hey, hot plumber,"
right.
And he's all jealous.
Yeah.
And he breaks the boiler.
Yeah.
And there's like a weird 80-yard line where the plumber is like, I mean, you better tell them that somebody wanted to sabotage the royal visit because somebody whacked this with a wrench, essentially.
Pretty much.
I was like, oh, so that's definitely going to come. Oh,
Nope.
like, did the boiler get fixed? And they were like, oh, we're going to have to carry these jugs of water like we used to.
Yeah, they were carrying the jugs of water.
But then it was fixed, but then it wasn't.
Then it wasn't fixed.
And there was no mention of it. Like, there was no mention of, like, oh, we didn't have hot water for the queen.
That's right.
We never find out!
Because the king's chef,
There's no
the pompous
consequence.
dude was like, this water is freezing.
It is freezing cold.
His accent was
I am the
terrible.
French. It was very bad.
This is impossible. We can't stay here with no hot water. Are you crazy?
Very bad.
It was like, les poissons, les poissons. It was that. He had the mustache.
It was a
I was
lot.
like, I'm here for this.
It was a
What's
lot.
happening? It didn't make any sense, and they didn't care because there's no like the things that should matter on the show that you think are really going to get resolved don't. And then stuff that you're like, I don't give a shit. Like I was happy, but you're not gonna understand this. But I was like, oh my god, Mr. Bates is gonna get blamed for this. He's gonna go to prison again. Oh my god, it was like a whole.
Oh my goodness.
He went to prison
Who's
on
Mr.
two
Bates?
separate. The guy with the cane who's married to Anna. He was barely in the show.
Great.
I was happy about it
Cool.
because his character, oh my god, in two separate seasons for the whole season practically was either on trial or in jail for a murder he didn't commit twice.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Leave the
Anyway,
poor guy alone.
although did he commit the second one? You know, I don't remember. Let's talk about the gays.
So this was interesting. I really appreciated this storyline.
This was one of the best gay storylines. Like, just in that I felt so much for it. It showed a lot of different aspects of it. Like, it was tasteful. I really liked it.
It was minimalist.
Yeah.
But yet, he got more than a lot of other characters in the movie. And it really did touch on a lot of things, and I thought that it did a lot to help you sympathize with him.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, oh god, he gets arrested. He literally gets arrested for going to some underground gay club where he just wanted to dance.
I was calling it the Dandy Club. I mean,
Can we
do
open
I want
a
to
club
watch?
called the Dandy Club that's really like 1920s Gatsby
Ooh,
themed?
yes. It's like, what's that bar? That bar down in LA that's like a speakeasy. You know?
Oh, the Edison?
The Edison.
I don't know if that exists anymore.
Oh, bummer.
It might.
It was like, ooh, go down this alley and knock on a door and give a password and you go through and there's, you know, creepy lights and everyone dresses all 1920s and they have like...
It was like an old Thomas
they have, like,
Edison
They have like
factory or something.
aerialists. It was
Yeah,
cool.
it was cool.
But like that,
But gay.
but the Dandy Club.
Yeah, the Dandy Man. Or is it the Dapper? Dapper Dan? That's not gay enough.
At a certain point I was like, wait a minute. Now if Crispin Glover showed up as Thomas's like dad, yes. Right? Don't they like look so alike? Crispin Glover? Okay, what would you know him from? He's the guy, the creepy assassin guy from Charlie's Angels that steals their hair. He's the dad from Back to the Future.
Yes. I could see that. I think he's a little creepier looking than Thomas.
I'm just saying they look related.
Sure.
And if it was
Definitely
like...
the same feature.
If it
color.
was like, you know, revealed in the next 10 movies, I mean, I'm here for them to make more of these, that, you know, Crispin Glover shows up as a stunt casting as Thomas's dad.
Sure.
So anyway, that was just a sidebar. Thomas is sort of the villain of the show.
Oh, I'm so evil.
Oh.
In that he's always stirring up the shit.
Yeah.
And so that's why he was my favorite part of the show, because you'd be like, nothing has happened. Yes, Thomas, get in there! Yes, cause some drama! It's like, something is happening!
Yeah.
So, yes, I feel like he has the best arc. The only thing that happens to him. Like, nothing, and that's in a movie where there's like an assassination plot, it didn't matter. Like, there's
right.
there's all these things that like, were like, it didn't matter.
It kind of mattered, but like not really.
Hell,
It would have mattered if he weren't there. It just took so long. Part of me was confused. For a long time, I thought that the Irish guy was gay.
I'm starting to wonder about you.
So then I was confused.
Great.
But then it was like, oh,
You kept expecting him and Thomas
his
to make
dead
out?
wife. Yes, I was very confused.
Great.
And then, but then it was obvious that they were trying to set him up with the maid,
Lucy,
that
was...
That whole plot line
like,
of the inheritance.
We met twice. I love you.
Yeah.
It was like a lot. Particularly since Branson has had a real checkered past. Since Sybil died, he liked like a pinko. Like he liked all these sort of outrageous women who were like political, because he used to be really political, and he was like fighting the man, and
Right.
he was living with the man. It was like this whole storyline. So that was why that guy thought he'd be into the assassination. Because he
Right.
was like, oh,
You're political, you're
political,
Irish.
you're into this. Like,
You don't want the queen.
Let's assassinate the king together. And
Yeah,
so
okay,
that was,
right.
and it was kind of all happening. But yeah, no, he fell in love with Lucy real fast.
Oh yeah, real fast. I mean, everyone. I mean,
I love that everyone was like, oh, should we get them together? Yeah, we should.
yeah, I love Meg Smith. I'll lick the stamp. Loved it. Cackled.
And I'm afraid you'll dislike it, but she says that she and Tom Branson have agreed to correspond.
Dislike it, I will lick the stamps myself.
But the gays, he really is the only one with an arc.
Yes,
Really.
sure.
Like, it grew over the course of the movie.
Yeah. Does he grow that much?
I feel like he finds himself more, he opens up, he has new experiences,
Sure.
like he has the potential for growing, like they've set up, I think he grew.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was shocked that they were making out with an open door.
I mean, thank you.
Her Majesties are going.
I was mad about it, but also that kiss was pretty hot.
Oh yeah, it was great. But it was like, but I'm sorry, what? No, you kicked that door closed with your foot.
You were just arrested.
Exactly. What are you doing, you reckless?
You kick that door closed, and then you shove him up against the door, and then you make out for longer
Exactly.
than like 3 seconds.
Exactly, because you won't be interrupted. There'll be a knock at the door, and you'll be like, yes, yes, we were just hiding these papers.
Hello. So yeah, no, Thomas, they have to find a way for him to be away. So of course Carson comes back. Well, I guess fine. I just won't have my job for 4 days. I'll go find
Yeah.
a dandy club.
Yeah.
And so the king's dresser, who gives him a little like, I mean, they had their own hanky code of.
Yeah.
He's like, why don't you come? I'm going to go visit my parents. Why don't you come with me? We can hang out at a bar together. It'll
Yeah.
be great.
Yeah.
Come, yeah, it's great. I love that he just knew.
Uh-huh.
So the guy's visiting his family, and he's at just like a regular, just like a bar, and that guy picked him up. I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
I hope he's not, like, I hope it's not a trap.
Right.
I was really worried it was going to be
Yes,
a trap.
me too.
I was so happy it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't end up great, but I was so happy it wasn't. This secret underground club of all, I thought this was great.
It was really fun.
It was fun. I was like, yes.
All we needed was like Judy Garland. I mean, it was too early, but.
Right. Oh, I did love that. I mean, I don't know why I thought of this. Oh, because at one point she was in love with like a jazz musician. It was like scandalous. But Lily James was on the show.
Oh.
Came in after Sybil to be like, I'm the young one. I mean, not that I'm their daughter, but like, hi. But she's clearly, I guess, too famous now to be in this.
Maybe, I don't know.
But anyway, this
Yeah.
club.
Or like Bette Midler singing in the underground club, you know? That's how she started.
Shit. Yes.
In bathhouses. But that was like a bathhouse, not really
drive by a place today, Sidebar, that said bathhouse for dogs, and I was like, I feel like you need to rebrand.
a bathhouse for dogs.
Like, I was like, oh, you should know better.
I love that the idea that, like, of course, there's like a Turkish bath for dogs.
Oh, yes.
You know, they're just like, oh, and then let's go hang out in the hammam.
But of course. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought this club was fun and fab.
I thought Thomas did, the actor, I'm blanking on his name at this moment, did such a great job of just sort of being in like wonderment. Like he'd clearly, yes, he apparently had a gay kiss in the first episode and I forgot about it. And there'd been things here and there.
But he was a baby gay.
That he knew, you know, he knew something was going on.
Sure.
But to see all these men just like being out, at least in this room together,
Yeah.
and dancing, and like, he had such a wonderment in his eyes of like, this is how it could be. And I
Yes.
was like, oh my God. And I was nervous the whole time because I was like, oh God, they're going to get rated.
Right.
They're going to get rated. But I was like, oh, I'm so happy for him.
Thank
though.
God the King's Footman.
I mean, that was good.
That was good.
I mean,
It
I
was
did
just
feel
like-
bad for all the other gays that definitely like were still arrested.
Absolutely.
And weren't friends with the King's
Yeah, yeah.
dresser. But,
Yeah.
you know.
And the fact that it doesn't get better for 50 years.
But I do really, absolutely want to watch like a Merchant Ivory style movie about like this.
Yes.
Subject matter.
Sure.
Of, like the gay underground.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we're at Oxford and like the gay, is it called the gay underground? I love it. I would definitely watch that. It's like Maurice, which you should definitely watch.
Okay.
But like, yeah, this, you know, what's the gay scene like in, you know, 1927 England? Yes. I would be so down.
I would be down.
That'd be fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely should have had some more lesbians. That would have been fun.
I just was like, ooh, and then, oh, no wonder she likes her maid so much and she's going to give her everything. It's because she's in love with her. No.
This
Oh,
little-
she is,
this
but in a
little
different way.
song.
I know, right?
She's in love with her. Oh, going back to Daisy and Albert, the kitchen maid and the footman.
Yes.
This didn't make any sense to me. So he's broken the boiler.
Yep.
No consequence.
Yeah.
It may or may not
Be fixed.
Well,
I guess the plumber was there to be like, oh,
I fixed
someone
it again.
definitely, yeah, I think that must be it.
So he feels guilty because when he smashed it, I was like, but the plumber's just gonna come back.
I was like, you're literally doing yourself a disservice.
And then later he's like, and then I realized that was gonna bring the plumber back, and I was like, dude,
Yeah.
I think maybe you and Daisy deserve each other. I don't know, but like, I was just like, dude, what? Come on. So he like is this whole thing. Oh, I was so jealous that I lost my mind and I broke it and whatever.
Right.
And instead of being like, whoa, dude, cool your jets, like that.
You're crazy.
You're crazy. Also, maybe I'm gonna go hang out with this sexy plumber. She's like, that's so great. We're both passionate about life, which means that we'll be a good match because you'll want to be passionate and cause a uproar with me. I was like,
no.
Mm-mm. You've misread the situation.
Yep.
It was so weird.
It was really weird. I did not like their...
I was like, no. Mm-mm. So anyway.
Who was the head house lady?
Mrs. Hughes.
Loved her.
Oh, she's fat.
I loved when she was like, oh, you're stealing shit? Well, bitch, you're gonna sew this...
Oh, that's Anna.
Oh.
She is Mary's lady's maid. Mrs. Hughes is the one in the movie that's married to Mr. Carson.
Right, yes. She's also fabulous.
She's also fabulous. But Anna is that, like,
okay.
it's like, oh, do you need something done? Ask Anna. She's fabulous.
Yeah. She will blackmail
Bitch.
this person. Or, I guess blackmail? Is it like...
Strong arm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was like either I turn you in or you return everything and you make this dress.
That dress. That was the stupid.
So stupid.
This whole conversation with Maggie Smith and Lady Mary about like, oh, I'm dying. Like, it was so like, spoiler alert. She's like, oh, I'm sick and I'm not going to last very long.
When I went up to London to hear the results, yes, and I may not have long to live.
And Mary and her have a whole conversation, which was lovely, but it was so clearly the producers being like, we're not totally sure if Maggie's making it to the next movie, like, so we gotta like lay the groundwork.
Yeah.
Because it was vague. It was like, I know it's terribly sad and it's like pragmatic of them, but I was definitely like, oh, well, this is sort of obvious. Like,
sure.
'cause she was like vague. She was like, it could be a while or not a while. I might still be right. Like, it was like real. If she's like, great. If she's here, we love it. She's gonna have a part. If she's not, okay, we laid the groundwork.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, she definitely is...
100%.
Yeah.
Is on FCI.
Yeah.
She's the Dowager Countess of FCI for sure.
Yes, of course.
I thoroughly enjoyed this as a fan of the show. I think you can enjoy it having not watched the show.
Absolutely. It was so pleasant.
That's
and
the thing.
Fun.
It's
and
just...
it was a real escape.
It's a pleasure to watch. Like, it's
Absolutely.
just lovely.
Yes.
And it's a feast for your eyes.
And it's a fantasy. It's just a wonderful fantasy.
It's absolutely.
So often we just get these either super mainstream Avengers, like we have to check every box kind of thing, or more often than not, real bro-y, like, oh, this was clearly written by a man for,
men.
Yeah.
About men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have this.
It was lovely. My mom obviously loved it. I think your mom will obviously love it. I don't feel like I talked about the costumes enough.
No.
They were absolutely phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Head to toe. The jewelry, the gloves. I mean, loved it.
Yeah.
And I think it made a lot of money. I think it did well. I hope it did well.
I think so.
And they definitely left the door open for more of these. So I'm actually fully down for more of these movies because they're self-contained.
Yes.
Where the show, I loved it, but I also hated it because there was just so much like time spent. Okay, should we get Mr. Bates out of prison again? It was just like, fuck this. Oh my God.
This condenses it into like a...
It's just like, merp. Also, Mr. Bates is like, hey, I'm here. And it was like, great, cool. I mean, I feel like I'm like putting all of it on him. It's not all his fault, but just like that was like the trick. Like, dude, fully satisfied. Loved it. Cheers to Maggie Smith.
Oh, all of them.
And to this Merchant Ivory Club Dandy movie.
Oh
I mean, like, can we watch it tomorrow?
Yeah. And also our show about...
Oh, about the plaza.
I think it should be in LA. I remember reading there's a room at, I think the Beverly Hills Hotel, where like all of these
maybe
people
that's
have been.
where-
Maybe the Beverly Hills
Maybe it's
Hotel.
the Beverly-
Not the Reach Bev Will?
No.
The Beverly Hills Hotel.
Beverly Hills Hotel.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Reach, Bev, Will.
And there's bungalows.
Oh, we got all the bungalow. Neffler, Bungalow 4.
Yes. 4. Were you gonna say there's room?
They've made like a book or something where it's like a collection of all of these stories that were all in Bungalow 121 or whatever.
It writes itself.
Yes. Maybe that's what it's called, Bungalow 121.
Yeah, maybe. We'll workshop
Either
it.
or,
We'll
we'll
workshop
work-
it.
yeah,
I mean, I like
yeah.
the idea of a bungalow.
We just long for a bungalow or something.
Anyway, cheers. This was a fun, lovely, charming movie.
We didn't really.
I was afraid.
Oh, and you're an expert in the matter.
I am an expert in every matter.